There we go. Now let me just make sure it's all good here. Why don't you host? Yeah, worst president in American history, quite frankly. That's why. Quite freaking frankly. Let me just make sure it's actually good on my end, because I know the text sometimes does not appear correctly. So let's see. YouTube's doing good. What's up, YouTube? Again, my stream lags whenever I have multiple, because I have an old desktop. So we're actually just going to do this and pull it up on here so I can see the chat. Let me pull up the YouTube chat. Give me 1 second, y'all. We just started this live stream. Right, frankly. There it is. There it is. There it is. Name one thing Trump has done to you personally. Doesn't matter if it's to me personally. Quite frankly, I care about the the betterment of American society and society in general. What's up, YouTube? Make sure you hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you over here on TikTok, double tap that phone screen, hit that follow button, top left corner, somewhere on there. Now let me make sure you can see the full words here. Let's see. Perfect. It's good on my end. So if you support Trump, obviously, join up in the guest box. I'd love to talk to you. Love to have a debate with you. Love to have a conversation with you tonight. I would love to debate you if you support Donald Trump. Actually, let's pull up the multi-guest. Hopefully it doesn't lag like it did yesterday. Yesterday I was only on for like an hour. Today we should be on for longer. So once again, if you support Trump, you know what to do. You know what to do. If you're over on YouTube and you want to come up and on TikTok and debate me, Keegan, you're always in here. I'm not letting you up. I'm sorry, bud. I'm not starting the stream with you. We got to the first guys. Give me Joe. What's up? Do you support Trump?
Oh, sorry, 15. I didn't mean to join this.
You're good. No way, did my mouse? Ugh. You got jinxed it earlier. Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. Jinxed it. There we go. Quite frankly, there we go. There we go. All good. Let you up. Quite frankly, no. Keegan, you're up constantly. I'm not letting you up. The Pentagon spokesman says it will issue new press credentials to remove media offices. Interesting. What's up, YouTube? A couple of people over there watching on YouTube. Make sure to hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button over here on TikTok. Double tap that phone. That's the best way to push out this stream. Once again, if you're over on YouTube, say what's up in the comment section down below. What's up, Yadi? Are you saying you support Trump or asking us? I'm asking Rad, whoever supports Trump over here on TikTok, to come up in the guest box and tell me why they support Trump. I mean, for example, here this guy's Alex, probably a troll, 12 years old max, but we'll let him up, see how it goes. Yo, what's up? Do you support Trump?
No, but do you like macaroni?
Do I like macaroni? Sure. I mean, I guess. Quick question. You can ask it in the chat, Keegan. Yeah. But no, I'm asking Trump supporters over here. And if anyone on TikTok, I know there's like 20 people or like just a couple seconds ago. If anyone on YouTube wants to come up and debate me over here on TikTok, it's going to be the same username as it is on YouTube. Just type it into TikTok and you can find the guest box over on TikTok, quite frankly. You got to show it. What's the gaming setup? Like, setup is horrible right now. Setup is absolutely trash. I need to buy a new desktop. I need to buy a new monitor, sorry. Oh, cool, because I don't like him one bit. WJad over on YouTube. We're just trying to spread awareness. Moving on to the next guy, Samantha.
Yo, this mac and cheese is actually fucking fire.
It's just trolls. I'm pretty sure that's Screaming Fetus. Could be wrong. All fetuses sound the same. No offense, Screaming Fetus. No offense. Let's see. Moving on to the next guy. Damien. Let's see what Damien has to offer you. What's up, D4 Trump?
I'm offering my...
How quickly do you like change your accounts. Jesus. How do people even support Trump? Great. Whoa. Great question, Isabella. There's no coherent reason as to why anyone should support this administration. Quite frankly, no coherent reason at all. Yo, bro, you have to ask if they're 18 on calls. Yeah, I know. Quite frankly. You could violate policies if you don't. Yeah. Yo, what's up? Do you support Trump?
No, but I'm eating my mac and cheese.
Okay. I'm glad you're eating mac and cheese. Please stop joining the live. I didn't like Trump since 2020. I mean, it should have been 2016 because it's one of the shit. I mean, he's done shit. Like, he's been a public figure since like 90s or even before that. I mean, he's a billionaire, right? But he didn't. I mean, he held a wealth, which technically means I support ICE. David, no, you don't. Quite frankly, Jeremiah, let me up. I'm not letting you up, Keegan. Yo, what's up, Paladin?
Do you like mac and cheese?
What's up, Eli, over on YouTube? What's up? Sorry that there's a bunch of trolls over here on TikTok. If you support Trump, either over there on YouTube or over here on TikTok, the username is going to be, if you're over there on YouTube, you got to come over to the TikTok. Username is going to be the same as it is on YouTube. And then for those of you who are already on TikTok and you want to debate me, you can just find the guest box either down there or like right on like somewhere here. To be able to debate me and defend this administration, quite frankly. Make sure to hit that thumbs up if you're over on YouTube. That helps out the push. Say what's up in the YouTube section. Say what's up in the comment section. Mariano, you're just a Russian bot. I'm going to send you an invite. Prove me wrong, quite frankly. Same caller? Yeah, it's the same caller. They're just trolling. See if we can actually get a Trump supporter up in here. Yeah, what's up? Do you support Trump? Sorry for inviting you. I guess you were busy. Well, it sounds like you're playing pool. Yo, what's up, Paladin?
I am, how do I say, 81 backwards.
You're 18? When's your birth year?
2007.
Oh, yeah. Why do you support Trump?
I read it wrong.
You don't support Trump?
No, I don't. Sorry.
No, you're all good. Don't worry about it. You're all good. It's always glad to hear that people don't support Trump. Quite frankly. 34 felonies. Indeed, he is a 34 count felon. Quite frankly. Moving on to the next says Antonio. Yo, what's up? Do you support Trump? You're on mute. You have to unmute yourself. If not, I'll send you an invite to unmute. Accident? Oh, no worries, Antonio. Take care. Bro's not Dean. I don't want to be Dean. Quite frankly. Actually, I'll be a grifter. Quite frankly. Grifter. Yo, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Hello?
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hello, this is Mariano.
How's it going, Mariano? Do you support Trump?
I sure do.
Why is that?
He is the greatest president in history.
Yeah, why do you support Trump? What makes him the greatest president in American history? Or, sorry, world history. I don't know.
Well, because he reminds me of Abraham Lincoln. He freed the slaves, and he was a Republican. And Republicans did a lot of great things in our early days of our founding forefathers. And they stand for God. Most of them believe in God. Most of them are Christian. And this is one nation under God. And that's why this country has been blessed, because they put God first.
Well, I mean,
Nobody's
Trump is
perfect.
like Trump is like the most anti-Christian president in American history ever. Name one Christian value that Donald Trump upholds.
Well, I just know that he has prayers. He allows prayers at the White House. Not every president allowed that. He also supports
Like majority of presidents in
Christian
American...
gentleman that got killed. What's his name? He got killed while he was live, and you seen all the support that he had.
Majority of presidents have been Christian. At least, so to speak. Harris was Christian.
I would say not all of them, but
I said a majority of them, and Harris was Christian. So what's the difference?
like
here?
I said, this. Hey, nobody's perfect. Nobody's pointing fingers. Because God says we're not to follow man. We're supposed to follow God as the example. But we should follow leaders that have morals. And
not leaders that have
Democrats,
horrible morals.
in general, they don't have morals.
Donald Trump has
Yeah,
no morals.
they stand for transgender. They stand for women and transgenders in sports. That's what they
So
support. That's what they stand
hold on.
for.
So you don't
That's
like
not
men.
American.
You don't like men in women's spaces, is what you're telling me right now?
No,
You're really lagging there, man.
professional.
You're really lagging there, man. You have that MAGA Wi-Fi. You have that MAGA mobile. Yeah, listen, man. You can come back up whenever you have a better Wi-Fi. But as of now, I'm just gonna disconnect you and move on to the next guest.
All right, let's say.
Sorry, that was not meant for the chat. That was yo. What's up, D-Sport Trump?
Yeah, it's Keegan. Let me stay for a second.
What do you do, bro? What do you want, bro?
Why do you always play that same clip 30,000 times?
Yeah, which clip?
The clip that you just had up.
The clip that I clicked on, it was an ad on accident. This law could let Wall Street seize your retirement and the next big cash. I've never played that clip in my entire life, quite frankly.
You sure that wasn't the clip of Donald Trump at the beauty pageant owning it?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I was going to play that, but I accidentally misclicked, so no, I didn't.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's kind of the only thing you play.
This is the...
Also, why do you want to be Dean? You just say
Let's,
quite
say
frankly.
the video that I
hello to
played.
good friend,
Is this
fellow
Trump?
co-author, and author of a brand new.
That's not Trump, buddy. Come on.
Nah, it sounded like the other dude who was talking.
Yeah, it's
Also,
not
why do you always say quite frankly? You trying to be Dean or something?
It's because Donald Trump always says quite frankly, and it started off as a joke, and now I genuinely say it in like a genuine way. Quite frankly,
Is it because like Trump's always in your head?
No, it's because I started saying it off as a joke, and then I accidentally put it in my vocabulary.
Ooh, Trump's rubbing off on you, huh?
What? No, a rapist is not rubbing off on me. What do you want? The
Yeah,
only
it
thing you
clearly
wanted-
is.
Okay,
Yeah, I
give
think
a
that's
point
your
to the bank.
vocabulary.
Cool, Keegan. Moving on to the next guest. 92. Okay. Yo, what's up, D-Sport Trump?
Hey, what's going on there, partner? This is Chris Wilmington. Ex-supporter, ex-MAGA. I don't know where he needs help. He needs mental help. I don't know. I'm going to watch my words, what I say, Mr. J. But like I said, he needs help. Now he wants to take Cuba. Now he's doing too much. He needs to stop before he starts. I'll spell it out. You know what I'm going to say, right? The big one, nuclear. I'll just say that. He's going to start that. Nuclear conflict. There we go. It will happen. It's only a time of when. He needs to simmer down. Someone said Trump is God. So was it Dre? Excuse me. Yeah, sorry for the typo. Dre Mayer. Dre, I was ex-MAGA. It's a cult. Okay?
Absolutely.
Come to the light. Yeah, I'm just telling Dre here. Let me look. Yeah, he looks like one of the MAGA guys. Look, this is coming from a white guy in California. Okay? 1%er. Even ex-Republican. I don't even vote anymore. It's voting has gone down the toilet in California for 2026. Now,
well, I mean,
where are we
what the polls show don't necessarily mean what the election is going to be. So I think that
yes, sir.
I think that people should still go out and vote for like a progressive candidate or for the candidate of your choosing, even if like the polls are showing differently or that they're going to end up differently. I mean, those are just polls. They take a sample of like 1,000. Only like a couple hundred of them actually respond to the polls. The other 100 don't respond. So I think that there's definitely still some light to be shed on this election that is coming up in California.
Yes, sir. That is correct. But me, like I said, sir, as an ex-Republican, it's all lies. It's all for the 1%ers. Okay, rich get rich, poor get poor.
It can definitely, like, voting can definitely feel like that, especially since like you have PACs and corporations that are funding like establishment Dems and establishment Republicans. But that's why you
Yes,
vote for
sir.
people who don't take any like PAC or corporation money. I think that's just the best way to go about it. That's how you know that they don't have like to do the will of corporation or the will of PACs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is correct. Look, Mr. J, like I said, I just came up here just to express my thoughts and feelings about Donald J. Trump. You know, I think he should send his son. Okay, my son is going to serve 3 years and I'm going to say this. I'm not going to give out his name though.
Oh, is it me or are you lagging? I think the guy's lagging over here. Give it a second, guys. Again, no proof of him doing anything. Yeah, credible accuser accused him of being the child RAPE. Great, frankly. Mr. Voice, I think you got an incoming call, a message, or maybe your Wi-Fi went out, or something important to do. I disconnected you just so that if other people like wanted the option to come up, they don't get confused. But if you want to continue the conversation, I'm glad you don't support Trump anymore. Feel free to come back up and continue to share your thoughts and opinions. But I think you got the message out there. You absolutely don't support Trump anymore, which is a great thing. What's up? Thank you for the roses. You always drop some love whenever you're in here. I appreciate you so much. I genuinely appreciate you. We're here every day doing talking to the insufferable people, changing people's minds. At least I would hope. MAGA for life. Quite frankly, you're a Russian bot. If you're ever on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. If you're over here on TikTok, double tap that phone screen. Hit that follow button top left corner as well, quite frankly. No one in the guest request. They're scared. They're terrified. Now, the thing that I want to talk about is going to be the TSA. So, obviously, ICE is going to be patrolling in 13 different airports in terms of spreading from LaGuardia Airport, which is on the East Coast, especially with the accident that happened yesterday where a Air Canadian plane crashed into an ambulance, I believe, killing the pilot and the co-pilot, and then injuring 70 others, including passengers and crew members. Now, what they're saying is because that they were like focusing on a different accident, like all the way like across in a different sector of the airport, and this is going to be obviously the lack of like TSA funding. Now, we haven't obviously seen this like. This isn't the first time this has happened in terms of like them not being funded or like the whole DEI fires or whatever. It's not the first time in history that this has happened. And then ranging again, ICE is going to be all the way from the East Coast, even here to, I guess, Phoenix, Arizona as well, in Phoenix Sky Harbor, going to Atlanta, all across the country, 13 different confirmed sightings of ICE in airports. And my thing is here, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know. ICE agents are not TSA members, or they're not qualified for that. And Donald Trump doesn't want them to wear masks, so they're just running around hiding their face. Obviously, they're going to be conducting operations. They're going to be looking at immigration statuses, etc. So if you're flying, or if you're dropping someone off to that's going to be flying, please be careful and know your rights, and know that. ICE is probably going to be there most likely. Now, Donald Trump projected a deal that would fund the government, or end the partial government shutdown, that would fund DHS. The deal was that was brought up by the Senate Majority Leader, that they would fund TSA, they would fund all the other agencies so that they could get paid, but they wouldn't fund ICE until they can reach a deal. Donald Trump said, absolutely not. We're not going to fund anything until we get the Save America Act passed. So right now what we're seeing here is Donald Trump and the Republicans are holding the government hostage to pass the Save America Act, which is political theater. A, it's not going to get passed, and B, it's such a non-issue that doesn't need passing, and C, why does it have two subsections, for lack of better words, in the act about trans individuals. When the act that has nothing to do with voting. That's why it's confusing. But again, it's such a non-issue. It's political theater. It's not going to get passed. So right now we have Donald Trump sending ICE agents to airports and TSA agents and multiple other agencies not being paid for political theater. Yeah, that's literally it. And we're already seeing the effects of it. Long lines, hours, lines, thousands of flights canceled all across the country. I mean, some airports might even have to close in the more rural areas. And then, you know, the crash that happened last night, which, again, we don't have like a specific reason for that, so I don't want to speak and like point to an actual reason for it, but based on what they were saying in terms of like the actual audio, is that it could have been prevented if there was someone there. But that's due to interpretation. Again, there's still an ongoing investigation on that, but, you know, rest in peace, the two pilots that lost their lives and the roughly 70 people that were injured, including crew members and passengers that were injured, praying for their fast recovery. But yeah, so far no Trump supporters in the guest box. So I guess let's go over some other breaking news. What we're also seeing here is potential manipulation of the market. Donald Trump went on Truth Social like 8 hours ago saying that Tehran were having productive conversations within Washington and Tehran. Iranian state media then denied all of this and said that we are not open to conversations. We are not open to any ceasefires. But shortly after Donald Trump released that message saying that there were open to conversations, the price of oil per barrel dropped $10. And then once Iran media denied that, it went back up. So we're seeing potential manipulation here from either Iran or from either Tehran or Washington. So that's another part of the breaking news. What's up, Ellie?
How's it going?
Pretty chill. We're just deep diving into some news. Since all the Trump supporters are terrified.
Oh, to talk to you?
Yeah. Also, what's going on in Hawaii? The flood from the damage. It's catastrophic and very, very sad. Honestly, if you can, go help out an organization. Look into it first. That's going to help out the families in Hawaii, as well as I think the fires in Nebraska. Not enough people are talking about that. And then something to keep your eye on. The Supreme Court is looking at oral arguments about mail-in ballots, would have nothing